Oi, this is a trap. Families. Sometimes I feel like I am adopted, you know. I have nothing in common whatsoever with my dad. He was never out of my life. I don't like the stereotype, black parents leave their kids, even though it is sometimes true. I guess it's one of those things you just call it for what it is. But in my situation, my dad was always in my life. Well, at least there was time where the guy was actually fighting in a war. That is actually facts. Now, Sudanese versus North Sudanese were fighting, and he was fighting in the war. So I didn't see him until I was like 5 or something, and I was living with my grandma. Why is family a trap? Now, in my series of This is a Trap, I will give you my unfiltered opinion. And I think that's why most of you will grow with me. And some of you will just click a one video and go, this guy is crazy. I'm gone, But to me, families aren't bad. When I say family, it's a trap. I'm talking about the ones where you have no choice in it. So I heard someone said that families are just a bunch of what did he say? No, uh, families are a bunch of chimps together. It's just chimps together or some shit like that. It's just chimps in one household with different outlooks on life and different ways that they express themselves. And these chimps, they're stuck together and they must you know sort of ride this thing out that we call life. And the two chimps at the head of the house, assuming you have both parents, think they know better than you. And so the trap is, bro, if you made it this far with families, isn't that you shouldn't have them. We could have our own family here. So if you think like me and your parents, right, don't think like you, but I am the closest thing to the way you perceive the world, for example, you just go, I have an affinity for that guy. Who? Petey. Why? Just his outlook onto the world is just so nice. He's a contrarian of a kind. He's a counter cultural. This is not counterculture. I'm not trying to be contrarian. If you think that and you're trying to be different by latching onto me and following me, we can't be family, bro. I can only be family with you, right? If you, right, do your own thing and I do my own thing. That's it. That's literally it. If you're that person that has that mindset that people should just do their own thing, in a weird way, bro, you can be part of my family. This cattle head gang. Then you can join that gang, I guess. Some people choose their families. You know, I certainly have a brother. He's Middle Eastern. My brother, he's not biologically connected to me. We have nothing in terms of cultural. He's Middle Eastern. I'm African. There's nothing culturally similar there. He's Muslim. I'm lost. I don't have a belief, but I never really like affected our relationships. So to begin with, and so we were able to coexist as a family. Collaborate as a family. I consider him family, definitely. He was like a little brother, bro. I need to go fly somewhere. I got you, bro. I got you, brother. I got you. Safe flight. All done, my brother. You wanna go ride bikes and chill to get all grouping together? Yes, fine, nigga, bro. Let's go. Want to hang together, cry together, ride together, struggle together. That's my family. And in the same way, I could have my third brother. I'm not close to him at all. There's nothing there. We have no similarities. The guy's whole existence actually offends me. You see, because we're not the same. If it makes sense, there's nothing in similar, even though we're related blood-wise. And then you can ask me, is that your brother? Because he's not your brother biologically, I would say, yeah, that's my brother biologically. But do I claim the guy? No. In other words, bro, I am very ruthless in that if I don't like you, I don't really, really try to, um, what's the word? Play nice. I can't do that. I can't do that. And that's one reason why I think I might create my own family in terms of going into the future 10 years from now, 5 years from now, people will be coming to come see me and have chats with me and have discussion. And if you're open to just be around me and be chill and cool and we can meet your family, if you think I'm not your cup of tea, go find your family. Go find someone else. I think that's where it needs. Hmm. I think that's where we needs to be kind of serious. Most families are dysfunctional, and in a weird way, society is a whole one big family, just a dysfunctional one. And then we have micro families, the ones you're in, and they're dysfunctional as well. And they're not dysfunctional for some sort of a conspiracy. There's someone over there controlling everyone. They're dysfunctional in that everybody's expressing themselves differently, but each person wants the other person to act this way. You know, if you're a part of my family, I don't want you to act a certain way. I don't want you to do anything. I don't want you to do what you don't want to do. I don't want you to, I'm not going to look at you weird because you didn't do what I wanted you to do. You, in an ideal family to me, right, they should be like the animals. The animals, right, they'll give birth to the child and they'll make sure that child is healthy and strong enough to take on the challenges of life. And once that child is strong enough to take on the challenges that life brings, the road is long, brother, and the animals know this. So they'll nurture the child until the child is strong enough. Once the child is strong enough, get the fuck out of here. Go do your own thing. Bye bye. And the mama bird or the daddy bird flies off. It's amazing, how animals raise children and how the animals' families exist. Actually gives me hope that one day, if we actually get that the animals are the one that understands how to raise children, not the human animal, the other animals, the other creatures, all of them, except the human child does not know how to raise his own children. You should give birth, right? I'll leave it here. A cat will protect its kitten by any means. Mama cat will protect this kitten by any means. It will almost fight you to the death. But in the event that it cannot, it'll do everything in its power to protect the kitten. But in the event that it cannot, the mama kitten gives up. It tried everything, it gives up. It doesn't go around and have a survivor's remorse. It doesn't sit around and be depressed. It doesn't sit around and... Why am I telling you mama cats and all of this? Because it's the mama cats, right, that understands. Even though she brought a kitten into this world and she will do her own best and everything, if that kitten, right, falls to the natural way of life, death, all of these things that come with life, hardship, triumphs, or every type of thing. She tries her best. And if she cannot achieve, or no, she cannot protect it as young or raise it to whatever, to become healthy, it does not blame itself at all. And the reason why I said families are traps is because every parent, including yours and mine, they see you as an extension of themselves. The human animals is inherently narcissistic. I am narcissistic. I do not really try to say that I'm not. You are too. But for some weird reason, you would reject what I'm saying. You're better first and you're not narcissistic. He is. Have you ever seen those YouTube channels? They're based on narcissism. I'm actually impressed on how they keep the content going. Like, don't you get bored after just one video of watching narcissists? But that's the thing, a narcissist won't get bored as long as you stroke his ego. So if you ever want to make money, go on YouTube, go and see what the other channels are doing, and just parrot what they're saying. The human being, the human narcissist, it's a bigger trap than all the traps videos that I've made. Anyway, the father, the mother sees itself and sees you as an extension of herself, and therefore whatever actions you do, whatever you do affects the mother or the father. That's why families are a trap. You can never be yourself, brother. And in most immigrant families, the mother literally sees you as an extension of herself so much that anything that you do brings shame, brings depression to her. It's similarly the same thing as the father. And I'm guessing it's not only limited to the immigrants, even you white people or you Asians, or you see. And so the families are sort of a trap in that you're gonna one day create your own family. You're gonna see your children as an extension of yourself, not their own individual per people, just like the same way you were raised. Then you try to bring it up. There are kids that are similar to their parents, and I always say that to me is a strange phenomenon because most kids are literally the opposite of their parents. So when a parent raises a child to be an identity, a copy, a clone of it, it always impresses me. If you look at my old man, bro, we are different people. My mother, we are different people. Different people. As if you said I was adopted, I would believe you. Anyway, families are traps simply because you have to be part of a group. There's this collective. If you don't have the collective mindsets of the family dynamics is something that you want to study. That's why I do these videos of this is a trap. This is a trap. It's not to scare you. Study a lot of your family dynamics and where you were born and how you were raised, and you will find your healing. If you keep denying that these things that I say, or they might be harsh and you don't want to listen to them, then just turn it off. The same way I'm going to turn this off in 1, 2, 3,